What if? Approximately 21 million people worldwide are affected by force that left whole cities into ruin. Force taken countless lives. No other natural disaster ever affected people than by the flood, one of the strongest forces of nature. Throughout the human history, humanity has withstood it as one of the most devastating natural disasters. Whether due to heavy rains, storm surge, or busted dams. Force that left whole cities into ruin. Force that permanently changed the geography of a region. Force taken countless lives. Egyptians considered it as a blessing. As humans, there is nothing much we can do to prevent flood from happening. After all, we humans are in the mercy of our nature. However, there are still things that we can do to mitigate the damage due to flood. Scientists have warned that we would see more frequent and more devastating floods in the future due to global warming. Water penetration is far slower than what we take out from underground sources. Almost 70% of underground sources of water depleted, result in rise in water levels of surface water bodies. Only melting of ice is result of rising in water level? No. Underground water depletion is also one of the reasons. Where does this water goes? Answer is on the surface of earth into water bodies. But no one has ever think that underground water extraction is one of the small process that did increase the small amount of water level on the surface of earth. Groundwater depletion results in another common things we see nowadays. Drying up wells, reduction of water in streams and lakes, etc. Is it impossible to minimize the damage due to flood? Yes is the answer. Idea that have taken from the various concepts like recharging pits to canal, connecting every water source to each other, whether it's already being used or already being tried. Approximately 21 million people worldwide are affected by floods each year on average. That number could increase to 54 million in 2030 due to climate change and socio-economic development. Flood can be so massive that their output equal to flow of one of the largest rivers. Floods struck a devastating blow to a cultural treasure. Flood zones are land areas with high risk of flood. When evaluating flood risk, we rely on the most advanced tools in flood mapping. It considers factors such as rainfall amount, type of terrain, elevation, river flow, soil absorption. These factors used to determine flood risk zone. Though the government is spending ton of money every year for drilling new bore wells to ensure supply of drinking water to people in drought-prone area. Scientific community tells the importance of recharging bore wells to protect water source. Identify all nearby bore wells, tube wells and wells and connect them to canal. Even dried wells and bore wells are to be counted and make them functional once again. Construction of canals parallel to river before city or village that are highly popularized under high risk zone. Flood control channels are large and empty basins which let water flow in and out during flooding, or dry channels that run below the street level of some large cities, so that if and when flood occurs, water will run into these channels and eventually drain into a network of small channels lead to bore well, tube well or wells. This channel also works as recharge pit when water is present in the channel. Water levels can be controlled in channels, sending excess water into non-risk areas further downstream, with each lock form a single linear reservoir. Development of a water grid so that the inland waterway network can be used to transfer water from area of plenty to area of demand. The main challenge is to get water grid to involve nearby bore wells and tube wells and wells, even dried ones to include. Preparing more pre-collision tanks around nearby highlands and direct that water to various bore wells or wells. Preparing few overhead flood storage tanks for pumping up flooded water into these huge tanks. Release water into river or nearby canals at regular interval after flood is end. And also this water can be used in city by firefighters and also watering plants in public gardens and many other domestic uses.
Possible way is to get water back to where we taken out from. If we fail, whatever scientists say would come true, and we can't stop in future if we not try to stop it right now.